It's really a phenomenal thing that I kind of harness or utilize. So you got the gyroscopic effect, you got the low center of gravity, and then you couple that with the rear steering where you just lean to turn. It's kind of like a boat. You know how a boat you steer in the rear with the rudder? It's kind of like a rudder, only you have wheels and you're on the ground. So it's like steering a boat with wheels on it, um, that's electrified, and you got this cushiony, shock absorbing wheel in the front. It's really, I I really struggle to describe the feeling. It's so good and so natural, and you got to ride one. That's all I got to say is you got to ride one.
Well, next time I'm walking around Laguna Beach, I'll be looking for you.
Say that again.
Next time I'm walking around Laguna Beach, I'll start looking for you.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there somewhere. I have a lot of fun, and people stop me all the time because it is an unusual traction configuration of these different elements that we're familiar with, but nobody's put them together in this fashion to create such a uh, uh, unusual and safe, unusual, and fun thing to ride. I think we should talk about why people are afraid of new things. It seems to me like people, they want new things and they like new things, but they don't want new things. It's kind of like, uh, I don't know, when the car was invented, for instance, people were, I'm riding a horse forever. I'm sticking with my horse and carriage. But I mean, like AI, I have a certain sense of there's going to be people that are anti AI, I think, because as a society, for some reason, excuse me, for some reason, we don't jump in with both feet on a new thing. Everybody is slow to initiate uh, new things. What do you think? Am I right?
Yeah, but I think that's true of everything because change is risk, and risk
Yeah.
is danger and fear. And we are all programmed at such a low level in our evolution to be very protective of our life, and that meant anything that was different was dangerous. And I think that's still ingrained in a lot of our thinking. And it's only I like going back to the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule for everything. It's only 20% of the people that'll accept it and 80% will resist.
Yeah. No, I know. And I see that. It's like, oh, I'm not touching that. I'll let you go first. Like they want everybody to adopt it and then they jump on board.
What is it? It's the cutting edge people, then it's the early adopters, and then it's the masses, right? So
Yeah.
I'm never a cutting edge person. I'll be an early adopter, but I don't want to be the first one out there. Right? I'll be the
Right.
second or third guy in line. I won't be the first one out there.
That's funny. Yeah, I know, and I think that's a big group. You got to get the first adopters or the initial people in there to break the glass ceiling or whatever you want to call it, and then it gets a little bit more. The thing about inventing or starting doing a startup or anything innovative, uh, it's really more. You really got to build a community in order to have it, blossom or explode even. Uh, and building the community is the ground of the grassroots effect of what you've made. I would love to, see my scooter everywhere, like all over the world. I saw a video the other day, and there was like the guy was on a bike trail, and he was in, I think he was in Seattle, maybe, but they have beautiful bike trails. I mean, through the forest and just, you know, uh, gorgeous. No cars. The thing about Laguna Beach is it's very crowded and there's a lot of cars. In California in general, there's a lot of cars. But you get to some of these other places like Seattle, Washington, where they've adopted the bicycle, but even other countries like Norway and Scandinavian countries, they have a huge uh, adaptation to the bicycle.
Yep.
And
They own
and
multiple bicycles per person per capita.
yes, they have parking structures for bicycles, which I find pretty freaking amazing. Um,
And if you
and
stand in the bike lane, you'll get run over. I mean, literally run over.
really, yeah.
Oh
So
yeah, if you
uh,
you walk around Denmark and as a pedestrian, you got to be on the ball to avoid getting in the way of the bicycles.
that's amazing. And you know, my scooter is basically a simplified bicycle in some respects. Like I could see if this was invented before the bicycle, it might have been the thing that everybody rides. So I have to carve my way into the standardization of the bicycle and grab some of that market share and get it, you know, easily accepted uh, by the masses.
Well,
And
you
I
got to
mean,
build your community, like you said, you got to build your community.
yes, yes, you got to first you got to break the glass ceiling, and then you got to build your community.
Well, so as you were talking, one of the things that came to mind was I was thinking of Apple
Can you speak
and
up?
how, yeah, I was thinking of the company Apple and how they've got their community, right? They've built this image that even though their products are often late to market compared to other technology, that they build it pretty, they build it easy to use, and they end up getting having a huge following. Anytime an Apple product drops, they mean it's news, right? It's incredible, and that's a following, that's a community that's very devoted to them. And then I was thinking about Tesla was that way for a long time until the whole political thing came out this year with Elon Musk and working for the government or contracted with the government.
Hey,
And I think that he kind of broke his community a little bit in that sense because it broke apart into two different pieces. But it really is amazing how the power of your community really drives the value of your company.